we live yet? Are we live yet?
Thank you for tuning in to KBOB 89.9. I know you are enjoying the vibe and you are enjoying the tunes, but it is now time to tune in to the Black Love Club.
You could tune in to live, we were vibing, you dial into the station, join the conversation. Hey yo, say the Black Love Club is on the radio. You could tune into the live, she was just vibing, you dial into the station. Hey yo, yeah, the Black Love Club, we on the radio.
Are we live?
And what is up? What is up? What is up, Tulsa? We are back. We are back. Another episode of there we go. And
Are we live yet?
yes, so we are back. We are back. Oh, 1 second. Let me see what's going on with my camera. My camera is not showing. Could you check that out? Because I'm not sure what happened.
What is doing?
It's not showing.
Oh.
What is up? What is up, everybody? I'm so excited to be back here with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm really excited about today's topic. It's going to be really, really cool. We're just having a little...
Which one are you?
Two. My camera just went out. I don't know what's going on with that. But we're just trying to fix it right now, you guys. All right, guys. So y'all, we are back. All right, we thank y'all for tuning in. And working through us with the technical difficulties. We had a camera that kind of just went out on us real quick. But stuff like that happens. But thank y'all for tuning in and vibing and just waiting for us. I'm really excited about today's topic, you guys. But first, how was your week? You, sir.
I'm sorry, I saw something. My week was good, man. It was so much. It was full with so much of nothing. That's always a good thing.
No, you had a good weekend. You don't even remember what you did this weekend. That's sad.
What I did?
All right. First of all, we had like a very
we did. Yeah,
meeting.
We did. That was it. Yeah, that's true. We did. That was actually bomb.
Yeah, it was good. It was.
I can't believe I didn't mention that because I talked about it all this week.
Yeah, we're part of the new leaders council, and it was really awesome because it was like talking about like goal setting and different things like that. Y'all got a different view today. How y'all doing? But we're just talking about goal setting and planning and different stuff like that, and we really went kind of like in depth with goal setting and different things like that. And it really normally when it's you can write your goals out, but they had us like really think. And it was like layer by layer by layer. And it was just really, really cool, really, really awesome. And I enjoyed that. And it was really long. And the weekend, it was so beautiful. Like the weather was amazing. Monday, I took the kids and we stayed out from 12 up until 5. We were outside and we had just a blast. Like we were literally went to one park to another park because we have like so many parks in our neighborhood, so that was really fun and really cool. We went out to eat at one of the cafes and everything like that, so we had a good time. I enjoyed that sun. I soaked it in because we were just like recently we were sick, so I was trying to get all the vitamin D, so yeah, we had a really, really good time.
And you know what, we also had our very first photo shoot on Greenwood, which is like ironic because we've been doing photography out here for what, 3 years?
About 3 years, yeah.
And this is our first photo shoot on Greenwood, so that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that we're photographers too. So we do photography. We do we're getting into videography a little bit more. So that's really exciting. But yeah, so we had a good week. Yesterday night, y'all. I'm tired. Thank you. She said congratulations. Thank you. But yeah, I was so tired. My son woke up. Yeah, my son woke up and he thankful that he wakes up to go potty, but he wakes me up too. He like literally leaves out his room where there's a restroom and he comes down the steps and he comes and asks me to take him to the restroom. Yeah, so it's crazy. But I am very, very excited for today's topic, you guys. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the Grammys because there was like a lot of. Did you see anything regarding the Grammys, Ray?
I only saw one thing. I probably saw the one thing that everybody's talking about.
What is that?
Beyonce. That's all I saw.
Everybody's talking about Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce. She won a Grammy for her album. Which I honestly didn't like the album, however I did appreciate the album when it was performed live. So, but other than that, I did not care for the album. But when she performed that sucker what was that, Christmas or something like that, she performed it, and I mean, yeah, it was phenomenal. It was really, really great. I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, it sounds a whole lot better live than it does on the album. So, yeah, that's what I think. So, yeah. But what did you think about it?
I don't know. I'm not a
Beyonce fan.
I'm not a Beyonce fan. I didn't see anyone. I haven't watched any one of Beyonce's performances, and I think I could live with that. Uh-huh. I saw that one performance.
You know what? I think she's a phenomenal performer. She really is. She could put on a show. She puts on a show, and she does it very well. So.
Never doubted it. It just ain't my cup of tea.
But another thing, which was like really crazy. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Kanye West and his.
That was at the Grammys too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had I don't know what's wrong with Kanye.
I don't know.
like,
I mean,
yeah.
I would say like Kanye West has like the most diehard fans though, because like it don't matter what he do. They're like, he's a genius.
No.
Did you see what he did?
That
Like
was-
y'all think he's like losing his mind, but he's really a genius.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Kanye can't do anything wrong. He got like fanatical fans.
Nah, it was terrible. It was very trashy how his wife was dressed. I did not. I enjoyed it.
How was she dressed? I
She
ain't think she
not
was dressed.
That was the thing. She was not dressed at all, and it was just like, we cannot make this stuff accessible. Like, not accessible.
I think
that's not the
too
word.
is up now,
Acceptable.
too.
Yeah, but no, it's not. You still got that on the screen, but we can't make it acceptable because it's really, honestly, it's really sad, and we have to, you know, we gotta do better for the kids. We gotta do better for the kids because, look, we can't be doing that. Like, I mean, first of all, I watched like the whole clip, and it looked like at first it kind of looked like the lady didn't want to. I think her name was Bianca. She didn't want to take it off at all. Like, she didn't want to take the jacket off, but it looked like he was like, "Take that jacket off, girl. You know what we came here for." And this is like his clothing line. Or lack
Oh, that's
thereof.
his clothing. Oh,
I wonder how much it costs. I'm going to search this out. Yeah, Kanye West. I'm gonna find out for y'all and see if he has it like listed. But I did see him because I follow him. Yeezy. But yeah, he like literally has it on his. It's called the Invisible Dress. The Invisible Dress, y'all. It's crazy. But anywho, this is Black History Month, which I am like super excited about, you guys. It's Black History Month, and I'm excited because I feel like it is our duty as the people, right? You know, to teach our kids. Like, I don't care what, you know, the schools are doing. I feel like we need to teach our kids, right? Like, it's our, you know, obligation. What's your thoughts on that?
yeah. First of all, I want to say shout out to the man who gave us the shortest month in the year to celebrate Black History Month. No, but yeah, it is our job. I don't think we should even look towards February to celebrate Black History. Hence, this is why we have our new clothing line. I'm saying new, but it's not
Yes,
new,
let me
but
see.
it's
Black
new to you.
Yeah,
But this is Black Love Club. Black Love still exists.
Yeah.
So we know when we see BLK, it's Black Love Club, but some people don't know. So to us, to the family, it's Black Love Club.
Yes.
To the people who don't know us, it's Black Love Still Exists. That's our
Yes.
motto, Black Love Still Exists. And we say that every day,
Yeah.
not just once a month. We say it every day.
Every day, Black love still exists. It is still here. It is still thriving. There is still unity amongst the people. And you know, see, the thing is, Black love, when we say Black love still exists, we're not just saying Black love as in a man and a woman, which, yeah, we mean that definitely, right? The Black man and the Black woman. But also between the Black mother and the
community.
child, the community, you know, reconnecting us, you know, 911 emergency, reconnect the community. If you know where that came from, you real. If you don't know, it's okay.
It's okay.
If it's okay, you might be a little too young. But yeah, so, but yeah, we really do. We have to reconnect the community, and that's what this is all about. We reconnecting the community. We're reconnecting the mother and the child. We're reconnecting the mother and the neighbor. We're reconnecting everything, you know, like the unity amongst us. One of the greatest things that we've learned about Greenwood in general, and if you don't know what Greenwood is, it is the Black Wall Street. That's what they coined it, Black Wall Street. But Greenwood is where there was the Tulsa race massacre, but here there was unity. You know, so we're about restoring that. We're about getting back to that. We're about saying, hey, we need to love our neighbor, right? Yeah, so
Right. Yeah. So that's what we're all about. Black love. Black love is actually intentional. We have to be intentional. We have to go back to a point in history where we see ourselves loving on each other and say that's where we want to go.
Yeah.
A lot of local Towsons know Papa Eaton, and we asked Papa Eaton before. We asked him what was his take. What would he like to see on Greenwood? And this is what he said. He said he wanted to see black love. He wanted to see us connected. He
Yeah.
wanted to look at our people and see the genuine love. And I think that's something that we lost over time. I think we disconnected ourselves from our people.
Yeah.
And some of the reasons is because, well, one of the reasons is because we think that, to be like pro-black is wrong. We associate it with being woke, and a lot of people don't want to be woke and stuff like that. But black love is a must to sustain our people.
Definitely, it definitely is a must, So what do you teach to your children? What are you teaching to your neighbor? What are you teaching to yourself regarding black love? Y'all, we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio. This is KBOB 89.9 FM, Tulsa. And now streaming 24/7 live from the Eden Media Studio. 24/7 live at KBOB899.com.
All right, guys, and we are back, you guys, and we're about to hop right into this topic. You're talking about single married. I'm sorry, you had wrote it. I'm married, but I'm a single parent. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching. Make sure you share the live, you guys. We got some exciting things, also some more exciting news that we'll talk about towards the end of the show. But we're about to get into this topic because there is a thing going around where women of all walks of life are saying that they are married but they are single. So
I just have to know. I want to know, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that it's possible to be married and single? Not married and single, but married and a single parent. Let's just say that. So do you think that it's possible to be married and a single mother, or married to be a single father, and why?
Drop it in the comments and let us know what you're thinking.
Honestly, before my wife told me about the topic, I didn't know such a thing exists. I didn't know that women were going around saying that they were married and single. Married and a single parent, because to me it sounds like an oxymoron. But when you hear them out, there is something there. Or maybe it's not.
Yeah. No, I think it definitely is there something there, because I mean, this is kind of getting crazy and insane, because this is causing women, this is why the topic definitely needs to be talked about, because this is causing women to say, you know what, if you get married, that's okay. If you say he's a good man, just make sure that you prepare yourself for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So they have women going into it with the concept and the mindset of prepare yourself for the worst, like the worst. Like, he might be showing signs, but just prepare. He might be great. He might be amazing. Just prepare yourself for the worst. So I want to know what you guys are thinking, because I, for me, honestly, if I feel like if enough people, are saying it, it must be happening, right? It's like there's not that many people, and I hear the stories, and I think it's something definitely that should be talked about. And we kind of, last week we talked about how men are providers and different things like that, and how men are, they're taught, how to get a woman, but not necessarily how to pick a woman and different things like that. But also sometimes taught how to treat a woman. But then some men are not even taught that.
Right.
Some men are not even taught that. So it's like it's really interesting on what's happening because it's like they're married, but they feel like they're in a single spot.
So why is it that women are saying that they're married but single?
Well, this is because they're saying that they are basically they're there, and the husband, most likely in most cases, he's just providing.
Mm-hmm.
He's just providing, and he's not doing anything with the wife. He's not doing anything with the kids. Like, he's not active with anybody. He's just providing, and that's his only job, and it's like he doesn't spend time with the kids, and I think some men may do that because they feel as though that they have to provide. But yeah, that's what it is, that they're just providers and they don't do anything else.
Yeah, I saw some I saw some videos where women were introducing the word to the topic, and even some men. One of the common things that I've heard, which I don't agree with, I think it's kind of harsh. It sounds like it comes from a position of hurt. But what I've heard was that when a woman is in a relationship, in a marriage with a man, and she finds herself being a single mother, in that marriage is because she's married to a narcissist. And I thought that was like far-fetched. I thought that was a little bit harsh. It's not necessarily the person is a narcissist, because even when you reverse the table, there are some women who get married and they make their husbands a single mother. I would say it's rare because of the nature of the woman. The nature of a woman is nurturing.
Yeah.
The nature of the woman is hospitable. So those things for her is natural.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily natural to a man.
Yeah.
I think in most cases, women find themselves in that position because they haven't expressed that to themselves. They haven't expressed that to their husbands. Now, if a woman has expressed to her husband, hey, I need help in this area, and he did not, then maybe there may be a case where, he has chose to let her be a single mother. But even then, I think those things should be expressed before you get married, because this may actually be his culture, his way of thinking. He may think, like, he may have been raised, with the concept. And let's be honest, that's what we're used to seeing. We're actually used to seeing the mothers, our grandmothers, I'm going to say that generation, taking care of the kids and taking care of the house and owning it and happy about it. While the father goes out and work, or the grandfather goes out and work and come back and bring in the bacon and, and everything else. So it's just a model that we have seen for years.
Yeah.
So now to, call somebody a narcissist or say that they don't care about their kids or they don't care about you, I think it's just a matter of communication.
Yeah, I think that's really good what you said. I want to go into the comment section. Mr. Williams said, I hear a lot of my women associates talking about this. They are wanting more help from their fathers with the babies. Some babies only want the mom, especially when breastfeeding. That's a big one, yeah. So the dad just said mom's got it and think that she doesn't need help. That's a big one because when you breastfeed, I breastfed all three of our kids, and when you breastfeed that child, they do only like desires the mother for like a time, right? They desire, they don't want to let you go, and it's hard. It really is hard. And sometimes as a mother, you can feel a little overwhelmed because that personal space that you once had, you ain't got it no more. That little piece that you used to get, you don't have that no more. So I think a lot of women sometimes they're, some men may not understand that mentally I'm impacted and I'm overwhelmed and I'm very overstimulated,
right.
And I still have to provide, attention and intimacy and different things like that, cook and all this stuff for you. And, but honestly, I don't even want to do it for myself. Like me, sometimes I just go hungry. because look, I'm tired. I don't care. That's how I would feel. But it's like, but dang, you've been out working. You need to eat. So it's like we're so overstimulated, and I think some men don't understand that. So it's like, hey, I do need a helping hand, because when you come home, you kick off your shoes, and you come home from work, you clocked out. I'm
Right.
still on the clock. I ain't clocking out. I'm still going. So that is true. Shayelle said. She also said, however, I know
I
that
think it's
men.
Kyle, too.
Kyle, sorry. Kyle said, however, I know that men say that he's the provider and the caretaker of the family, and that they do not have much help, as I guess is the roles. That's true, because like they're providing, and they're going out, or something like that. She said, which is very understandable, which is true. They're providing, they're going out, and different things like that. So it's just like I feel like there is a balance. I feel like always try to find a way to give that mom a breather. Like, try to find a way, because being a mom, they ain't no other job like it.
Yeah.
They ain't no other job
fact.
like it.
That's facts. I think often being a mother is like kind of overlooked because it's not monetary.
A monetary job.
Monetary. Herbalist Tay would say, what's the topic? So we're going to reset
Yes, that's
for Herbalist Table, and we're going to reset for those on the radio. The topic is, I'm married, but I'm a single parent. To many, it does not make sense. To me, it did not make sense when I first heard it. And I'm still honestly, I'm still like wrestling with it, because I still don't think the concept really exists. And another reason I feel that way is because, like, when you look at the animal kingdom, you see the lioness will actually go out and hunt, and they'll bring back the food. But the man is staying back, and he protects the cubs. But in that situation, you don't see us looking back and saying, the lioness is a single parent, or you don't see nobody saying that the lion is a single parent. You see the functioning going on. You see they have an understanding of what their household or their pride should look like. And I think when it comes down to being married and single, the reason why I think it's so much of an oxymoron is because a single mother, she has to pay the bills too. You know what I'm saying? She going out, she working, she come back home, clean,
But in some
take
cases,
care of the family.
In some cases, the woman is also working as well.
Right.
And when she come home, she still has to deal and take care of the children. So I my thing is, I feel as though, that is true. That is very true. Having those roles, but it's like some women do work. They're working, and they still have to come when they get off. They're clocking in. You clock out and you clock back in, just like a single woman that you would do. So they're feeling like, I can basically, everything that I'm doing, I'm working. I'm also taking care of the kids.
Right.
So basically, what is it? I'm working, taking care of the kids. When you come home, you don't do anything. I could just do, basically, I can do bad all by myself. Like, I can go ahead and be single because I'm doing it all anyway, so they feel like that. So it's like, I do give a listening ear to them, because I gotta give a listening ear.
Yeah.
I gotta understand. I gotta try to, figure it out. Because if enough people are barking, there must be a problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if the woman's working a job and she's coming home and expected to do everything, yeah, at the same time, like, I still don't think that's married but single, but I do think that that should be a conversation held. Reason why I say it is still not married but single, because you still have another income coming on. Now, if that's a case where the man is in the house and he not working at all, and this woman is working and then coming home and take care of the kids and him and cleaning up, okay, that's a case of marriage. She just married a lazy man. She just married a lazy man. But anything other than that, I think that should be communication, because again, we do have to consider, the fact that a lot of men grew up with this woman in the home. So this is how they perceive a woman should be.
Yeah.
So if the woman never says, this is not what I want, he's going to think she got this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, or else, like, if the conversation don't happen, what's going to really happen is inside that home, the woman's going to be looking at the man and seeing him in disgrace. She's upset with him because of a expectation that she never communicated.
Yeah, I do think a lot of it can be communication, but but also I think a lot of it can be compromise. So it's like I feel like yeah, you can communicate, but also I feel like there has to be a compromise because sometimes some men, what I'm getting is some men they hear it, but they're like, but I'm providing. And it's like, I seen this TikTok, and the lady, she was just saying how her and her kids, they were sick. So her and the kids were sick, and they were down, and they kind of just stayed upstairs in a way, and after she was sick, the husband never was sick, but after she was sick, she had to go and clean. Now she never said, oh, my husband didn't clean. She never said that. It's just that, wait, dang, you had to clean up all this mess? Like, he was eating, but he wasn't cleaning? You couldn't cook, because you and the kids not eating because y'all got no appetite. But he was eating, making meals, and leaving it dirty? I will be outraged, very angry, coming from sickness. And, you barely have that energy. You're still trying to get your energy back. Still taking care of kids. And I got to come back and clean up your mess? That was outrageous. Yeah. And a lot of women in the comment section was saying how they feel her and they've been there. And that was alarming to me.
That's what I'm saying, though. If there ever been a point where the woman communicated it, that was communication. If he didn't accept it, now I feel like that's a problem. But from there, that's when you start making the decision whether or not you want to be in this situation for the rest of your life. But it all, like I said earlier, it starts with communication.
Yeah.
Because the type of man that you described just now wasn't a man. That was a child.
That was a child.
So that's an extra responsibility. Child. So which is going to cause her to age a whole lot quicker because the worst kind of child to raise is a grown child.
Sure is.
Just every day working on taking care of a grown man that has the capability to take care of himself and you. So if that's not the case, then I think I would love to believe that that's a rare case.
Yeah, but
I don't run across many men like that today, but
But they out. Look, I mean,
I'm not saying they're not out there.
The way them comments was rocking up on TikTok, I feel like there should be a healthy balance. If your spouse is sick, man, look, you good at it. You nursing me. As soon as you get home, you making sure we're good. Like you're making sure things are clean. You're disinfecting things. So it's like. For me, it's hard to fathom something like that happening, but to see that many people speaking out, it's like, oh, okay, wait, something definitely is happening. Something is going on because we can't be like that. Women, I feel like we are so valuable because we are the teachers. We are, we're the shapers.
Right.
So whatever I pour into my kids, that's how they're going to shake the world. We are everything.
The therapists,
yes, everything.
Speech therapists.
So it's just like, I feel like a man should really cherish that woman, like really honestly cherish a woman. Like I'm not saying you don't cherish the man because men are great and everything like that. But at the same time, without the woman, there is no man. And without the right woman, I'm going to say that. Because when you have the woman, if the woman is loved correctly, she can love the kids correctly. And she can love herself correctly, and you have mentioned aging. A lot of women, we sit up there age a whole lot faster because we're stressed and overwhelmed. And but that does go back to communication, because I know for me, I communicate, but then also sometimes I just feel like sometimes a woman can communicate and complain all day or whatever, get frustrated, and then it turns into anger and all that, and the man is not listening because they feel like, well, I'm a provider. And I think sometimes because as kids, a lot of us growing up, especially in a black household, we were not, we didn't see any fathers. We didn't see any fathers. You
Right.
know, we didn't see what does the father do in a black household. We did not see that. So we may have seen somebody provide, but we didn't see the emotional, care, or something like that. We just didn't have a father there. So a lot of men don't know what to do. So the only thing they can, think to, and, is just like, hey, we just got to go out and work. We got to go home and bring home, the bacon and stuff like that. We got to go home and go out there and do that. But it's just like, they don't see that. No one's seen what the father does. Everybody's seen what the mom does. So they expect the mom, and a lot of them grew up with single moms, was doing everything. That's because they had to do everything.
Right.
So, I feel like a lot of times that is happening. A lot of times that is happening. It's just simple fact of a lot of us did not have fathers in the home. We did not have fathers in the home. And when I get on TikTok, I see, heck, it wasn't just affecting us. It was affecting them too. Affected us more because our fathers was missing, MIA, or we just never knew who our fathers were. A lot of women dealt with that. A lot of men dealt with that. They have no clue. So they have no clue how to be a man. No clue on how to really love a woman the correct way. So I think a lot of times it's just that. I think a lot of times it's just that, And your herbalist Stables, he said, it's so cliche, but it still holds weight. Communication is key. That is so true. Communication is definitely key. And Princess says men need to help with the home more, period.
Yeah, so it's not a and I wanted to respond to that, Princess. I hope it didn't come across that I was saying that men don't need to help more, but it's not a period thing. If you think that men need to help more, period, that's not going to help it or change the household. There has to be communication. That has to be communication first.
Yes.
Now, once the woman communicates and the man does not, and the man still says, you know what, I think you got it, that's when there's a problem. I think that's the most important thing that I want to stress, because it could be a situation where the woman feels like she's overworked, or she realized she's overworked because she just came across a video and she looks over at her husband. She's like, he's good for nothing, but she's not considering the nature of him, where he looks at like. She's not considered his nature, his culture, or his upbringing. So when you consider his upbringing, he grew up in a home where he saw his mama take care of the kids. He looks at his mama as the best qualified person within the house to take care of the kids. So when she takes care of the kids, he sees her in her element. Now, if the woman comes to him and say, well, look, it's hard. Maybe his mama even did that, even to his father, but he didn't see it. Maybe he never even learned that, hey, my mother did express to my father that this was hard. What I'm saying is, if you feel like you're overworked, say something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, because this is not just, it's not just entitled, I'm married, but I'm a single parent. I'm a single mother. It's entitled, I'm married, but I'm a single parent. Because there are also men.
Yeah, I was just about to segue.
There are also men who have been complaining. They feel like they're married but single. And I'm going to tell you, it's bad for the men too. Not as bad as the women. It's more women. Let's get that straight. It's more women saying it. Because it's not natural for a man to work and then come home and the woman isn't cooking for the kids, cleaning for the kids, nursing the kids, teaching the kids, and all of this. That's not normal. But there are some men who are saying that they come home from a hard day of work and this is what they are doing.
Yeah, that's true. So definitely, men are out here saying that, hey, you know, emotionally, emotionally, my wife is not there. I feel like sometimes it's still a conversation and communication that needs to be had, even in that situation. And also, there needs to be some unpacking, maybe therapy or something to figure out what is the disconnect.
Right.
So I feel like and that's on both ends. No matter which way we flip the coin, we need to have communication. Maybe there need to be some therapy. Maybe there needs to be some unpacking to see what is going on and why we're feeling this way. Princess says they think that she's Superwoman. It's true. And we all know that song, "I'm Not Your Superwoman" by Karen White. But so yeah, we can't be, and that's the thing. One thing, woman, we have to understand, we cannot, because sometimes we could try to put ourselves in the role of Superwoman by not asking for help. And we become Superwoman. So we have to be mindful that, look, I'm a soft woman. I ain't trying to hold all the bricks. I can hand you the bricks to build the house, but I'm not about to hold them on my back. So speak up, right? I'm not going to be laying this foundation myself, right? So speak up. Now, I think I mispronounce her name every time because
Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle. I always want to say Shael, but it's horrible. But Kyle, yeah, she said, yeah, I do agree. When you love that woman properly, you will not stress. You will get everything out of her. Business will bloom. Finances will multiply. Everything that man touches will multiply because he has a great woman standing beside him. The children will be happy and vibrate. Nature and the nature properties, all the domino effect. That is so true. When you love a woman correctly, and that was one thing. One thing I'm big about on my social media is telling women that, look, hold up. Put it all down. Get yourself together. Get yourself together. We can't be sitting up here doing everything, pouring out everything without getting ourselves together first. And I tell the woman, the most important person to get together is yourself. Because if you're not good, your kids are not good. If you're not good, your husband is not good. But if you're good, and a lot of times the man needs to pour into, but also we need to know when to stop and say, I got to get myself together. I got to get myself together. Hold up. Y'all stay over there. Y'all gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna live and survive. But let me take a mental break. Let me take a mental check. Let me make sure that I'm good. My cup is overflowing, and then I can love everybody properly. And then when the man loves on that woman, he's filling that cup. He's filling that cup so that it won't be empty.
Yeah.
So you love on yourself, because you can't just depend on somebody to do it all the time too, because sometimes your man gonna have a bad day or bad times where he needs some pouring into, right? So we have to be, it has to be reciprocated both ways. Like, you're pouring into me, I'm pouring into you, and then we're just pouring into the family, and that woman will make that man great, right?
Yeah, we
Make
just
him
talked.
great.
We just talked about losing yourself within a marriage. And that moment of resetting and refreshing, that's to ensure that you don't lose yourself. Because the moment you lose yourself, you start to lose your husband and your kids as well. Because they no longer have the same mother, and he no longer have the same wife. So it's always important to take that moment and reset and take care of yourself.
Yeah, definitely. That is true. You got to take care of yourself. Minnie says, I just don't want to give a job or other people more than I give my husband. There's literally women who will go to work, clean toilets, go the extra mile for that job, but don't give a crap about them. and I believe she means their husband, but can't be home to do something very simple for her husband, and that is so true. That is so true. We can do a lot. It's easy to say yes, sir, to the person there, but it's not easy to say, yes, sir. Like I feel like, but when you're pouring in yourself correctly, and when you're being poured in correctly, it's easy to keep everything in line. Keep everything in line. Keep your home in line. Keep your kids in line. It's easy because you're flowing. You're flowing. You're in that essence and stuff like that. So you're not struggling. Because a lot of times, some women would be on the struggle bus, and I remember making a post on Instagram, and there were so many women that was like, "Oh my gosh, I lost myself," and that's because they let themselves go. They pour themselves into motherhood, and sometimes you don't know how to operate motherhood. A lot of times we wasn't given a blueprint. But we give so much to the kids, and then we give so much to the husband, and then we wonder why. Look, we don't even dress the same way we used to dress when we got them and stuff like that. Hair ain't done or whatever. We just looking how we looking, right? But it's like, no, pour into yourself. Get yourself together, sis. Get yourself together, and you're gonna love that man. So then it's not gonna be, when you get into these situations, and this is why this topic is so good. I want to say this. I'm married, but I'm a single parent. This is why this topic needs to be talked about, because there are women who are literally out here telling other women, hey, I understand that this man might be good. And I think I mentioned this earlier. This man might be good for you and everything. Like he might be a good man, but just in case, make sure you have this exit strategy. Make sure, it has women living with fear, Yeah. And yeah, anything can happen, but it's like we have to all sit down and have a conversation, man and woman. No one pointing fingers and saying, well, she don't do this, well, she don't do this. No, everybody just sitting there listening, understanding.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's also that we don't consider the fact that we lost the village. We lost the village. Because I think the women back then didn't complain about it because the men went to work, but they had the village to help them raise the kids. Yeah. So that job was a whole lot more easier. There weren't as much pressure, just solely on the woman. When I'm at home, I see how much you have, how much you have to do at home. And when I'm at home, I help. I help as much as I can. Sometimes I feel like I help too much, where I'm like, you know what? I do need to break too. I need to rest too, because I come home. I'm one of those men that come home. I work, I come home, and I help more. My wife sometimes, she's like, baby, I got this. If I ever get in the phase where, I'm not helping, she communicate. But it hadn't always been that way, though. I mean, one time she was like, she told me, that's why I keep saying you have to communicate, because I didn't have bad intentions. I was like, somebody said in the chat too, but I was like, baby, you got this. And Princess said it too. She said, we think y'all Superman. That's a compliment out this world. Superwoman. I'm sorry. That's a compliment out this world, because women do the same thing. Now let's talk about from the opposite perspective. You have men that work hard, sometimes work 2 jobs. And the woman, she's at home. The kids are in school. She isn't doing anything to help contribute to the finances of the home. Now, the man could be like, I'm a single, married husband. But you rarely see that, because a lot of men take pride. And I'm not saying all men, because some of y'all probably like, well, I know Ricky, Bobby, and such, who, some deadbeats. But there are some men, just like there are some women, there are some men that take pride, and they're like, nah, I don't want you to work. I want to take care of this house. I feel like my value is, connected to my ability to provide for this household, so. But on the other hand, you will have some men that will say you don't help. Now, that first man is me. It's hard for me to tell my wife, hey, I need you to help financially. In fact, my goal, I try not to get my wife involved in the finances of the home. And I've even had like pushback from my family. My family was like, why your wife not helping you provide? The woman in my family was like, why your wife not helping you provide? And I was like, okay, with all due respect, this is my household and this is how I see things. I feel like it is my responsibility to take care of the home. I don't think it's my wife's responsibility to be stressing about how we're going to pay the bills or how we're going to finance this or how we're going to do this. I don't think that's her job to do that because she's a stay-at-home mother. Mm-hmm. She homeschools our kids. So she's that doctor. She's that nurse to our kids. She's that teacher to our kids. She's all of those things. So when I look at the finances, I never complain about her. She's never heard me complain one day in my life. What you doing to help me with the finances? But believe it or not, some women feel like that when it comes to marriage, when it comes to the home. They're like, this is my thing. You take care of the finances. What we do at home, this is my thing. Yeah. Some women really feel like that. That's why I'm saying you have to communicate. If that's not you, you are burned out, you feel like you're going through too much, you better tell that man. Don't be sitting up there building up some rage with that man and that man don't even know. And now you cooking him dinners and it's smelling kind of fishy, suspect. And that man don't know what's going on. You look watching him while he sleep. You don't know what's going on. You better communicate to that man.
Communication is definitely key. Serenity Save Motherhood is 100% easier with the community. And that is so true.
Thanks.
We need our village.
Yeah.
You know, we need to have the people, those connections, you know, so like we need that. So it's just like, it's hard out here without a village. It's hard out here without a community. You know, and before we had that, we had the village, we had community, which is why it's so important, you know, with this even being Black History Month, and which, you know, for us it's Black History all the time because we're making it, right? But we restoring the community, restoring that unity, you know, restoring that so that we can, you know, just be like how we were in the 60s before, you know, urban renewal and all these different things tore us apart. You know, getting back to that, getting back to just the hope of it all, the hope for the people, getting back to loving each other, the man and the woman, you know, so that our kids can see a good and beautiful example so that they can desire to be married, you know, so that our sons can know how to love their wives properly. So it's like getting back to that. We got to get back to those things. We really, really do. Because, look, it's hard out here enough being a Black person. But we don't need to be sitting in a marriage where we're not communicating properly, where there is no love, and we are struggling. You know, we're struggling. We don't need to be that. We don't need to be that. We have to be together.
Yeah, Mickey Minnie said, I feel like we're getting back to it. And that's true. That's the truth. We're seeing these strong marriages starting to come back more now than ever. Yeah. And I'm excited about that. That's why we have topics like this, because we don't want women to get discouraged in the process of feeling like I'm a single parent. We don't want men to get discouraged in the process of feeling like I'm a single parent. We want you to communicate this because our biggest definition of Black love is resilience.
Yes.
And resilience means that no matter what's thrown your way, you're going to bounce back from it.
That's true. And that's what we do. You know. But y'all, I thank y'all for like tuning in, y'all. This was like really, really good. Y'all, we have some merch coming out. Babe, show them your merch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, show them the back of it. Can you show them the back of it? Spin around, model for them.
I'm going to do a 360 for y'all.
Do a little 360. Yes.
Oh,
y'all.
this is a 180. This is
180. You know, unless you keep spinning. But yes, that's our new merch, you guys. Let us know how you like it. This is like a limited edition color, cocoa. And yeah, I'm really, really excited, you guys. I'll be dropping links really soon, so be on the lookout for that. We have these in black. We have the ones with the heart in the front as well, you know. But we're definitely getting back to it. We're getting back to loving each other. We're getting back to loving our community. We're getting back to just loving our kids properly, loving our history. We're getting back to it as a people, and we just gotta continue to strive for it. You know, continue to strive. We gotta continue to strive. Hold each other accountable in every which way.
Yeah.
Hold each other accountable. Yes, merch. We do it as we got the merch, you guys. Y'all got to definitely.
Y'all help us show the world that black love still exists.
That's
Y'all
what it
make a
says.
statement. I can't tell you how many times people stop me and say, "I like your hoodie."
Yeah.
I like your hoodie. And when they say I like your hoodie, I know you're a part of my tribe. I'm like, okay, you like the message. That's what it is.
Yes.
So we family now, you know. So I'm making family on the street as I walk the street because I know we connected. We on the same energy. You want to see black love. You love black love. We love black love. We a big black love family.
Yes, definitely. But you guys, y'all, so I hope y'all week has been really going good. I hope y'all enjoy it. How y'all like this message? Well, you know, I really hope that this brings about more communication in homes that are dealing with these things. Like, you know, I hope it. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna get you one. We're gonna be dropping the links this week, so be on the lookout. We got a little video and everything coming. So just be on the lookout. If you don't follow us on the Black Love page, on the Black Love Radio. Not the Black Love Radio, it's the Black Radio. On Facebook, you know. Thank you, y'all.
And if y'all have any topics that y'all want to share with us, please let us know, because honestly, I would say I've learned something today in this conversation. I didn't know, like I said, I did not know that there was a such thing as being married and single. Though I went through a lot of material and learned about it, I think my wife helped me understand a whole lot more how a woman feels about the topic. And hopefully I help you guys understand how a man feels about the topic. And hopefully we can take that information, bring it together, and make a better home and a better community.
Yes, because, you know, black love still exists, and we're going to still be, you know, vibing and everything. So it's like, yeah, but thank y'all. We're going to be dropping the links this week, y'all. So, yeah, we got brown. There's a lighter color, it's called sand. And then there is the black. Now the brown ones are definitely limited edition. We're not gonna have them on for long. So if you feel it, like I really feel like it feels so good, like the material, like everything about it came pretty quick too. So yeah.
So it took us so long to put out the merch because we went through a lot of different companies, we picked the best company. That we picked the best company that we felt like was the best. You guys probably saw as well, like a lot of merch, but we never put it out because we weren't comfortable with the texture. We wasn't comfortable with the color, the material, but we finally found it. It's arrived. We're comfortable with the price, material, and colors and everything.
Yeah, so I'm really excited, guys. I'm really, really excited, y'all, that the link is going to be dropped this week, and we're going to be, you know, hey, we're going to have a good time. But I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. We got some really exciting things coming soon. Like, we've been hearing y'all about extending the conversation, and we got something in the works to extend the conversations, because we've been having some really, really good conversations. Like, we had Edgar Prime.
Yeah, Edgar Prime. We're going to have him back too. Yeah.
I hope he hears that I said his name correctly. But yes,
oh, y'all, last week he was Agatha. And something else.
I was like Agnes. I was like,
Agnes,
yeah. Horrible, but you know what? Hey, we had a bomb conversation, y'all. We got some bomb people coming next week that we're gonna have some bomb conversation about men, the black men, how to restore our black men all together. And this is gonna be conversations with several black men, which is gonna be dope. And this Black History Month, that's what we want to do.
Y'all gonna love it. We're gonna have some of our hardest hitters on here to have a discussion.
Yes,
that's what I love. We're gonna have a discussion. We're gonna try to come to a conclusion on how we can better the community.
Yeah, better the community, because we need our men, and then we're gonna be having some women on here talking about the same topic on how to restore the woman, because
Let's get it.
we gotta restore the woman. We get our women back to the former glory of what our ancestors was, then we're gonna thrive as a people. So you guys, until next time, we see you guys next week. Bye.